NightCap recap. What up, players?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. NightCap recap, the NFL edition. Football back. Where does the time go? Right around the corner. Get a little hype, a little tease. Jim Biringer, Teddy Repantis here. Guys, check out the wrestling episode. We dropped it. WWE, new direction. Finally heading in that direction. Please check that out. NFL right around the corner. Preseason this weekend. We just had the Hall of Fame game. I know my man Teddy's excited.
I'm always hyped for the NFL, Jimmy. It's the dog days of August are coming up soon. That means training camp full swing, preseason's here. I'm ready to talk football. We're going to be dropping a lot of football knowledge and info for the fans as the season goes on, much like we did last year. So I'm excited, Jimmy.
Go check those out. Specialty Media, Spotify, all the old episodes, the 5 bowl predictions, everything that we have. We hit a lot of stuff last year. We'll hit it again this year. This is the place to be. Follow NightCap recap everywhere. We're the best in the business for a reason. You hear it from our boys shouting us out everywhere. Best podcast in the business. We got to start with the preseason game before we get into the news and notes. I know it's a Hall of Fame game. Hall of Fame class was great. But I got to say, Carson Beck, Haynes King doing what they did best in college. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to be shocked. Maybe this is an appetizer for the 5 bowl predictions. I won't be shocked if Carson Beck is a starter early in the season for the Arizona Cardinals.
It's not a stretch, Jimmy, because how much can Jacoby Brissett do here, right? I think he was 1-15 as a starter last year, won 1 game, right? So I think Arizona's, again, going to be the worst team in the NFL. So why wouldn't they get a look at Carson Beck, especially – he played himself into potentially having a roster spot here, right? So it's not a stretch.
I mean, I get it. He's playing against guys that are probably bagging groceries in a couple of weeks, but still, right. They're NFL players. They're playing in preseason games.
These are guys who are trying to make rosters. It doesn't matter, Jimmy. Like, both coaches had their teams prepared to play, it looked like.
Right, and Haynes King drives him down like he did at Georgia Tech. I hope he gets a roster spot for Carolina because they could use him in packages. But you have Jeremiah Love there. Yes, the team is weak. But Carson Beck played 5 years in college. That's a big deal for these NFL coaches. Like, that's a huge deal.
And that's I think that's a point that either I want to say Tirico brought up, that some of these guys now coming in the NFL are staying in college a little longer, right? So they're a little older, a little more experienced, running under pro systems, and you see what Carson Beck can do. It's not like every day that you would see a rookie play that well. Even in a Hall of Fame game. It doesn't happen every year. So I think that you're right, Jimmy, right? I think it kind of benefits some of these guys that were there a little longer. They're a little older, little seasoned, and they can fit right into the NFL system.
I'm going to be interested to see what he does against the 1s and 2s if he gets a chance, like in that 3rd preseason game.
Yeah, he might.
Because if he does as good as he did against those guys, you might as well give him the job week 1.
Yeah, I mean, and look, but they signed Brissett, right?
I know, but again,
contract extension, but
we've
injuries.
Seen this. But we've seen this. Russell Wilson took the job away from Matt Flynn.
You're right. We have seen this before in the NFL. It happens more often than you think. You think you sign a guy, this is your guy, and then the young kid comes in. It could happen with Mendoza and Cousins in Vegas too.
Nah, not this year.
So you're not sold on Mendoza?
I think Kirk Cousins is the perfect guy for that system. I think the Raiders are doing the right stuff. Me and Andy Mack talked about this heading into the draft. You build the team up for Mendoza. You get the protection in place. You get the pieces in place. Let him learn under Kirk Cousins. This is the perfect quarterback for that offense, for the Raiders. Do not rush Fernando Mendoza because, let's be honest, as much as he looks good, he's doing things right. It's clearly Kirk Cousins' team this year until it's not. And I think this thing goes pretty deep into the season. Because if the Raiders tail off at the end of the season, maybe we see it.
Yeah.
But if they're in a position for a wild card spot, Mendoza ain't seeing the field.
Yes. Overall, what we like to see here in the preseason is the young kids get the opportunity. And, shout out that, look, the game ends on a walk-off touchdown. That's a good omen for the season, I think. Like, this was actually a high-scoring, back-and-forth game. The refs
it wasn't sloppy.
It wasn't sloppy. The refs didn't stick their noses. We're going to get sloppy football, but I think this is a sign, hey, refs, let these guys play. don't throw the flags every other play, and you might get a good product of football out there.
And before we move to our running backs getting paid, let's talk about this. You said it. The guys, hungry guys playing, looking for roster spots. That's what makes the game so good.
Absolutely. That's the whole reason that they have a preseason, right? For guys that are hungry, for the hidden gems, Victor Cruz, Jeremy Shockey. I'm naming some Giants that these guys got their names on the map because of preseason games.
Yeah,
right?
well, Victor Cruz destroyed the Jets the one year and got him a roster spot.
Yeah, we heard about these guys because of the preseason. Brock Purdy had a good couple preseasons when they were trying to go with Trey Lance. Brock Purdy came in there and looked pretty good. That's why they kept him on the roster. So a lot of things can happen in the preseason here for guys that we see later on.
Right. Finally, the running backs are getting paid. About damn time.
How many years have you been talking about that on this podcast, Jimmy? Pay your running backs, and good things will follow when you pay your running backs, right?
Philly paid Saquon. Giants should have paid Saquon.
Yep.
Didn't. Okay.
Didn't
do it. I still don't think like all these lists that come out, I see it in NHL too on NHL Network, but I see it in NFL, these lists, these player things, whatever. I don't think Saquon's as bad as the ranking says he is. I still think he's got a lot left in the tank.
No, I think Barkley just had a down year because I think the Eagles as a whole.
The Eagles' offense was horrible.
Yeah. If that
Changing
O-line,
offensive coordinators, O-line was bad. No.
Agreed. If the O-line gets back to what they did the year prior, Barkley's going to have another monster year. He's still very young, so I don't know what people are thinking.
But Gibbs, Bijan, Jonathan Taylor all got paid. About time this position gets recognized, because if you go back, watch old school football before the passing attack, it was run the football, set up the run to set up the pass. Gibbs is the man now, though, in
Detroit.
But they just lost the center.
They did, yeah. That's going to be the problem out there. They just lost a big-time center, and for a team that, Detroit's looking to bounce back from what they were the year before, that's a huge loss. Look, you could fill in, I think, a center. I'm not saying he's not important. I think it's always the tackles that are the most important. They could find a center, but when that's a guy that was going to be a key cog to being the communication for the rest of the O-line out there. Huge for Gibbs, but that's a guy who can get out in space and make plays. Yeah, right.
I think Goff can use him in so many different ways, and I still think Goff's the best quarterback in that division, though.
Well, look, Jimmy, it was like a game of chicken with these running backs, because it was like, all right, who's going to get paid first? Because we know that the next guy that gets paid is going to get the higher contract. It was like, all right, as each contract came through the pike, okay, highest paid running back in NFL history, highest paid running back in NFL history. So it ended up being that Gibbs was the last guy to get his deal. Taylor got his money first. I think it was like $50 million. Bijan was like 51, and then Gibbs ended with like 52, right? All of them like three years, I believe. So whatever, it's a couple $1 million difference. They all got paid similar money, and they all deserved it because they've all proved it on the field, man.
Well, Jonathan Taylor was to have an MVP-type season last year before Daniel Jones got hurt.
Exactly, and if the Colts didn't have Jonathan Taylor, I don't know what they are, right?
They're really
like
a bad team.
They're a nothing team without Jonathan Taylor. He's the key guy that gets everything going there. I know Jones had the resurgence. We liked what Danny Jones did last year before the injury, but without Jonathan Taylor picking up the big yardage, I mean, they're nothing. So
they were a nothing team.
Yeah, and Bijan, again, a guy that's offensively, besides Drake London, look, Tua or Michael Penix are going to be the quarterback for this team.
Bijan's
going to get a lot. Not good.
Not good.
Bijan's going to be relied upon, used a lot. He needs the money because, again, short shelf life.
But I like the 3-year deal for the running back.
I agree. Because that's the peak.
Smart.
Yeah, that's the peak. And if they're still playing well by the time they hit 28, maybe you get a 2-year extension to the age 30, and that's it. You call it a career.
But you see it with the quarterbacks. Highest paid quarterback next year. Next guy, highest paid.
It's always the next contract gets the highest paid.
It's the next guy is the highest guy in the NFL. That's how it works.
And Gibbs, like you said, Montgomery's gone now, so he's the one-man show. He's going to be the centerpiece of the offense. So Goff is going to be relying on him heavily. He's going to have heavy usage. When your running back is being used a lot, they need to get paid because their bodies break down. They need the money. So
yeah, you mentioned a quarterback battle. I'm going to jump around a little bit here.
Yeah, jump around, man.
You mentioned a quarterback battle. We kind of touched on the Beck and Brissett won. We mentioned Kirk Cousins, Fernando Mendoza, Tua, and Michael Penix in Atlanta. Feels like that's Tua's job, but that guy's one hit away from not playing in the NFL anymore.
I feel like Tua's going to start the year, and again, another injury, or he's going to poor play, and Penix is going to get another opportunity just because he's younger. That's what's going to happen.
Right, and they drafted him higher.
Yeah, so he's going to get another chance.
He's going to get another chance. I'm not as high on the Falcons this year, though. Just the quarterback scare me.
Because of the QB situation.
Yeah, the rest of the team is good.
Yeah, if they had a good QB, they'd be all right, but they don't have a good one.
Like, if Kirk Cousins was able to have stayed in Atlanta, I would have been like, yeah, Birds, let's go.
Exactly, but I don't know if it's happening this time around.
No, not happening this time around. Then, obviously, the big one.
Yeah.
Guys, you been listening yet? Have you
confirmed today?
Confirmed today. You guys been listening? Paying attention? Been telling you for what? How many years? J.J. McCarthy's not a good quarterback.
Jimmy's got the victory lap on victory lap for this because you victory lapped it last year. You could do it again because now he's been benched for a quarterback that I don't like. I'm going to say this: Kyler Murray, not a good.
I'm not a fan of Kyler Murray either.
To me, not a good QB. Starts out pretty good. Those years with Arizona, he'll have a hot couple games, and then it looks like he forgot how to read a playbook or how an NFL offense works. He starts running around, gets chased out of bounds, and doesn't know what he's doing. And also, well-known, doesn't read a playbook and plays too many video games, right? So,
well, here's the thing, though. Now you got the Kevin O'Connell factor in this thing, right?
Right.
We saw what he did with a bunch of these quarterbacks, Darnold and Danny Jones. Maybe he can do it with Kyler. It's clear that JJ's not progress. Like the other night, neither guy was good, according to reports coming out of that mini scrimmage that they had on Sunday night in Vikings camp. Both guys were awful. But it's clear JJ McCarthy wasn't the right pick. They picked him too high. He wasn't ready. I think the thing is Kyler can get Justin Jefferson the football.
Yes, yes, agreed.
That's why he's starting.
Yeah, that's the main reason, Jimmy, because, look, he's a little more mobile. He can get Jefferson the ball because clearly J.J. McCarthy, with his opportunities and chances last year, was missing wide open Justin Jefferson. And you could see the frustration in Jefferson. And also across the team, a team that knew that they let a Sam Darnold go from the season prior, the amazing year they had, and for this kid who clearly could not get the ball to anybody down the field.
In his de facto rookie year, because he didn't play a game the year before because he got hurt.
Exactly. And just unbelievable how bad he's played. When you can't beat out Kyler Murray, it's a bad situation for you. But like you said, Kyler's going to get the ball to his guys at least. He did that with DeAndre Hopkins. He did that with a bunch of guys he played with there in Arizona. So I think Jefferson, if you're a fantasy football player,
to be okay.
Jefferson will be okay to draft, I think, this year.
I think so too. I think he should be okay to draft. Yeah. Who shouldn't be good to draft is NBA on the 49ers because all they do is get hurt.
That's a good segue, Jimmy. I love it. I hate it, but I love it too at the same time. That's hilarious.
Sorry, I have to have a joke at it.
You have to. I mean, look, because at this point,
it's just every year this team gets hurt.
And now it's this electrical substation has taken a life of its own because the last couple of years, people joked about it. Oh, man, why are they practicing next to this electric substation? Apparently, it's been there since the days of Montana. Steve Young, Jerry Rice, been no issues back then. What changed all of a sudden at the last some odd years since Shanahan's been the coach? Is it the training staff? Are the guys just not practicing hard enough? Are they not stretching good enough? What can you attribute it to? Somebody created a Twitter account for the electrical substation. It's funny. Go follow it. But now it's got to be something, Jimmy, because you got to blame something on it because it's every year a new guy signs there and then bam, pulled quad, pulled hammy, calf, soft tissue injuries that you don't even get. You and I don't even get these injuries at our age. You know, we're working out. We don't even get pulled abductor muscles or whatever, man. It's weird as hell.
Everybody now, they got guys coming back from injury. Kittle.
Yeah, Kittle's looking good with his Achilles rehab. It's amazing if he does make it back week 1. This guy just popped his Achilles in January. That's amazing.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes did the Achilles, in December?
Yeah, and he's going to be able to come back. Danny Jones did an Achilles.
Or
He's
ACL,
looking okay.
whatever it was. It was ACL.
Yeah, it seems like modern medicine's really good now, obviously, with getting these guys back. But
Debo's back.
Debo signed. We got him. Thank God, because Ricky Parasol's done for the year. PCL. Jimmy, those first 4 days of practice, I was texting you guys. Yeah. Are the 4 starting receivers, Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, Stribling, and Parasol, all were out with injuries within the first 4 days of camp. Like, you can't even make this
Parasol's out
up.
for the year because that kid was supposed to have a big year this year.
I feel so bad for him. Was never an injury guy in college, from what I understand. And now, because of this bad luck with the Niners with their injuries.
It's substation. It's got to be the electrical substation. Time to move the practice facility.
Move it away, because, like, great news that Stribling had a tight hammy. He came back to practice. Mike Evans, I get it. Veteran. Keep him out. Don't need him to get hurt or further injured. Nick Bosa, off the ACL now. Knee tendonitis. Missed a whole week. Not a good sign for a guy coming back from a knee injury. It's just, I can only sit there and laugh, Jimmy. I can't even say anything else about it. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, because you look down a state and you see Aaron Donald working out with the Rams, and you're just like, what are we doing?
I was looking at the injury list on like day 5, and there was like 20 guys already sitting. I know some of them are like backups or whatever, but it's ridiculous. And I hope. Look, Shanahan, even him, he was injured. He had the car crash. He's okay now. He's looking like he's going to be back.
Yeah, he looked like he went 15 rounds with the heavyweight champ, though.
He did. Look, the one good thing is we got about a month to go for the season. Put these guys in bubble wrap. Don't let them practice anymore. No preseason games. When the time comes, get them ready to go out there for regular season.
Just stick them in a hyperbaric chamber until they're ready.
Even McCaffrey, right? Tightness, quote-unquote tightness. What's tightness? Where? Hammy, calf, knee? Tell me. Because anytime you hear tightness, soft tissue with CMC, it's not a good sign, man.
No, especially, and he had a big year last year, too.
So it's crazy. And look, the schedule, I'll say this. Niners overachieved last year. A lot of injuries, softer schedule. Schedule got a little tougher this year. You would think with everybody being healthy, quote unquote, okay, they'll be able to compete. But if the injuries pile up, you're playing better QB competition. 12 wins is going to be a tall task if you don't have everybody healthy. If you got the full health, then okay, I'm looking at 10, 11 wins, hopefully.
Hopefully.
So, we'll see, man. We'll see. Say a prayer for the 49ers, guys. Say a prayer.
Always say a prayer for those Niners. But then you got Dallas every year is going to win the championship.
Every single year, Jimmy. If you're Jerry Jones, you're winning the title every year, man.
I mean, I like the extension for Quinnen Williams. I'll say that. But they did take a shot at Micah Parsons.
They did. I'll say this. Look, Dallas is looking really good on paper with the talent. Like, we know they drafted Downs. He's been looking good in camp against CeeDee Lamb. They looked really good against the Rams in the joint practice. I just don't like Dak Prescott coming out here and saying we're going to be the greatest offense there ever was. Like, what are you, Bret Hart? The greatest offense there is, there was, there ever will be. He said this, Jimmy. Go look it up. He said this is the greatest offense there is. He said this.
The reason I'm laughing is because the greatest offense was the greatest show on turf, and they didn't say a single word.
You can't call yourself. I know you got a lot of great talent on that team. You can't say this unless you actually get it done, right? I mean, you can put up all the offensive stats you want. You got to win in the playoffs, and they still haven't been back to an NFC title game. They
haven't been to an NFC championship game since what, 95?
30 years, Jimmy. We're at 31 years now. So it's a lot of talk and hype as per usual. I know there's a lot to be excited about.
Don't get me wrong.
They got a good
talent.
team.
They have a good team.
We both think that they're going to do well this year. So
the offense overachieved last year because we didn't think they were going to do anything.
Right. You got Pickens back. You got CeeDee Lamb. You got Javonte Williams, Dak Prescott. You got Ferguson at tight end. You got a lot of really good talent there, man. So look,
if they can keep again, it's entertainment. It's Jerry's world. It's got to keep the quotes machine coming out. It got to be about. It's like, look, it's the Lane Kiffin disease, which started with the Jerry Jones disease. When there's nothing to talk about, we got to make somebody to talk about us because it's too quiet.
Yeah, and I'm with you on the Quinnen Williams signing. I kind of like that extension too. That's big for them because their defense is looking like it's going to be stacked.
I mean, look, if the Cowboys can back it up in the regular season, great.
This is one of those.
You got to go in the playoffs.
Yeah, and with Micah Parsons gone, it's like one of those, they're looking to be that addition by subtraction where you get rid of the star, but you supplement it with a lot of like good role players and key pieces, and that's what they're trying to do here.
Look, this wasn't on a rundown, but I think Dak Prescott should get the Just Shut Up award. No?
Oh, tell them. Yeah, don't talk until I like Dak, but don't talk until you get it done on the football field, right?
Right, and Dak's been heavily criticized for his play.
He might, hey, here's a tease for that top 5 hot seat players or coaches episode we're going to drop. Dak Prescott might make an appearance.
Hey, you never know. He just won the Just Shut Up award, so
so he's already at a hot start for the season, Jimmy.
a hot start might be Giants bully ball coming back.
What do we think?
I'm liking what I'm seeing at training camp, man. This
and what
team,
Harbaugh's saying, right? We're the New York Giants. Don't forget who you are.
Exactly. Like I like that.
Tom Coughlin style.
Tom Coughlin style. Get back to playing gritty defense.
Yep.
Like come off the edge, play hard, physical, finish hits. Don't be afraid. Like don't be like laissez-faire with your hits. Like go pound the football, go pound bodies. We're the New York Football Giants.
Agreed.
We're built on defense and running the football.
That's the philosophy I think he's bringing to this team, and I think that's what we're going to see. Scadaboo got the talking to after the stupid flip at the Fanatic Fest. Said he learned from it. He won't do it again. I think Harbaugh had a nice talking to, and if he's looking good and he's ready to go and he's locked in, the hard-nosed pounding football that we used to see with Brandon Jacobs, right? Like thunder, lightning, and fire when you had who else? Ahmad was there. Ahmad Bradshaw was there.
Brandon Jacobs. Derek Ward was there. Yeah.
So I think with Tracy and Scadaboo, I mean, if that's what you want to be, the pound the rock, Jackson Dart, get out and play action. Get Malik Neighbors is looking good for week 1. Another guy who messed up his knee on that MetLife turf in September. He's had about a year to recover. Initial reports were concerning because he had a second scope on that. But now they're saying he's looking good. So that's a good sign. And the defense
probably just to clean out something. You know, with these ACL things, you got to go back in sometimes to clean up some stuff.
And Abdul Carter took it upon himself to going to be his second year, said, hey, I got something to prove here. I didn't have the best rookie year. I expect more out of myself. So he's looking to have a great year.
All their draft picks are looking really good too.
Yes, they are. So I think the guy's going to be on Jackson Dart, man.
But he's got the weapons. He's got the tools to do it. Yeah. And a Harbaugh system is going to allow him to succeed.
That's what I hope. The negatives I've seen for the Giants is that darts look inconsistent on some days. You're going to get that. So it's really on him. I expect him to just, be the guy that he was last year when he was playing well.
Me too. If he's playing well, Scadaboo's not stupid.
Yeah.
This team.
Full year of Neighbors.
Giants going to be a pretty good team. I'm not saying playoffs, but they're going to be better than they were.
I was saying that up until some things here in the last couple of weeks made me think that, or over the summer, like with Scadaboo, and I'm like, maybe I'll take back my 7 seed. But when I dive deep and look into this before our preview, I'll see where I put the Giants. I got to look at the schedule again.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. We'll see. Again, it's the schedule, how they perform. Can they get some wins that we don't expect?
Yeah, the wins that should have been wins last year where they dropped. There was 5 games they should have won last year that their record completely flipped if they win those.
They probably are in the playoffs if they win those games.
Absolutely, right? Because how many games did they lose in the last second, right? Or all that they should have let up? Yeah, all of them. Pretty much all of them.
And they blew the Russell Wilson great game in week 2 against Dallas. Yeah. Their defense could have stopped somebody.
Dallas, Denver, Chicago. That's 3 games off the top that they should have won right there.
Yeah, their
Washington.
Season.
There was a 1-score game with Washington. The field goal game with Washington. You didn't have a kicker. You couldn't beat Washington because your kicker got hurt. Another game.
Did they play the Bills last year?
I don't know if they played the Bills. The Niners game, they got kind of smoked.
Yeah, they got smoked last year.
You got to give them that. But there was 3 or 4 games there that you might be right with the Bills. They might have almost beat the Bills too.
Yeah, they should have. There were some games that they should have won. But
and that's why Harbaugh's here, right? To flip those losses into wins, right? Yeah. So I think that's what's going to happen here.
Look, I'll say this. I'm excited that Harbaugh's there. I think they needed to change the coach. They need a hard-nosed guy.
Agreed.
Oh no, yeah, like they needed a hard-nosed guy. They needed somebody to come in there and just change the attitude of this game. The Packer game was the other one.
Oh, the Packer game, that
The
was another one,
Lion
right?
game was another one.
Yep,
The Viking game was
another one.
another one. Like
Think about it.
like that team could have been a playoff team, but again, just lower the expectations, play New York Giant football, and they'll be fine.
Agreed on that.
They'll be the better team in New York this year because the Jets are going to suck.
Oh, the Jets are just, they're going to be right there with the Cardinals picking top 3 again.
Right, because they just don't know how to do anything. We mentioned Patty Mahomes looking good in KC. Looks like his old self, even with the brace on. Danny Dimes, we got Bo Nix all recovering.
Yeah.
Looking good in training camp from the reports we're reading.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm expecting big things from Bo Nix coming back this year off that injury. I'll save that for the predictions. I got big things for Denver again. As we know, I predicted them to do what they did last year. I was a little off with the number of victories, but they got to the playoffs.
But you weren't wrong about KC dynasty ending.
Correct. KC going down, but we said KC needs to reload here, right? And that starts with Mahomes getting on the mend. Kelsey's back. He's married now. Is he going to
out of shape?
Looks out of shape. Is his heart going to be in it? We know he's a tough, hard-nosed player, but sometimes even if you have that mindset,
but his stats have been going this way for the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've been going down, and you could have that mentality, and like the output's not there. Like that's all I'm saying. Like,
by the way, did you see the rookie-on-rookie crime? The video from KC practice the other day.
I saw Ken Walker taking a guy out for hitting him. I did see Ken Walker getting bumped to the outside, and he got pissed at whoever tackled him, but I didn't see the rookie-on-rookie.
Yeah, it was like a 6th round. I saw it this morning before the recording. It was like the guy like clotheslined him.
Oh, man. Dude, listen, training camp fights are my favorite. You know what it is? It's the first time guys put pads on for the year. They're chippy. Sometimes, look, you're going no pads, you're not going full speed. Now you're doing a joint practice, or it might even be your own team, and you hit the guy a little too hard. The guy gets upset. You love to see it. It's training camp fights. I like it.
Well, you heard it. Giants down in West Virginia, nothing but pads.
Right, and you love to see that. Yeah, that's a Harbaugh thing. That's an old school Harbaugh thing right there.
I mean, I know technically you're not supposed to be doing it all the time,
But do you want to know why? Now you know who did this. You want to know who did this? His older brother, Jim, or see, John's the older brother, right?
John's the older brother.
All right. So Jim, when he was the Niners coach, and you want to know why the Niners were like so good those 4 years. I think I don't know if they got fined or got talked to. He would run these padded practice when they weren't supposed to, and he would get his guys pad ready to hit from when they weren't supposed to. That's why the Niners were always like pretty aggressive and were always very, very violent with their hits, and they were always getting injured because they played so tough too.
Yeah, I expect, like you said, Giants. Stephon Diggs, Commanders.
Yeah, what do we think about that? But I'm hearing, look, the Laramie Tunsil for the Commanders, the offensive line, huge hit for that O-line. So Diggs is a good signing for them, but if Jaden Daniels doesn't follow up on what he did his rookie year, I know it was a bad sophomore year, what does the Diggs signing even mean if he can't get the ball to him?
It means nothing because Laramie Tunsil,
he's one of the best offensive linemen in the league.
Is he a left tackle or right tackle?
I forget which side he's on, but I know he has.
Doesn't matter. He protects the quarterback really well.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is now you don't have that guy, and guys got to get shifted around.
Yeah.
It hurts Jaden Daniels because I was high on the Commanders last year.
Yeah, the Commanders are my kind of a mystery for me right now. I don't know what to think because I want to say, look, I don't want to say what they showed 2 years ago was kind of like a flash in the pan, 1 year wonder type of thing.
No,
but if they have another bad year, I mean, you got to start. The doubts are going to creep in there, right? If you especially if Daniels can't stay healthy. I like Jane Daniels, but
I love Jane Daniels. I think he's a great player.
Yeah,
they gotta protect him. Like we always said that in Cincinnati with Joe Burrow. Protect him.
Protect him and
protect your asset, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, NFL season right around the corner, brother.
Around the corner, brother. I can't believe it. Another year of us talking football. I can't believe it's almost here, man.
Dude, where did the summer go?
I will say this. It didn't feel like the summer flew by, but when you get to August, you're like, damn, where did the summer go, right? I mean, we're getting to that point. We're mid-August now, so it is kind of crazy. Soon enough, it'll be nice and cold outside, and I'll be happy about that.
Not too cold.
No, nice and cool, man.
Nice and cool. Nice and
Yeah.
cool. Cool,
Not too
brisk.
cold.
Nice, cool, brisk air
Yeah.
in the morning. I'm okay with that.
I like
But
it.
it's going to be crazy. I cannot wait to talk more football with you this year.
Me too,
NFL on
Jimmy.
the Nightcap recap, brother.
Always excited. I cannot wait to get into another season with you, my man. I'm excited for that.
Dude, guys, it's been 2-for-1 special Nightcap recap. Get it. Full Press Media up on YouTube. Special Team Media. Jim Biringer, Teddy Repantis. Guys, take care.
Take care.